position for, what a nail! As Jonathan Bostic just separated Mike Willie from the football.
All right, you already know what it is. Fourth Quarter Boyz Sports in the building once again. It's me, the illustrious one, Professor Lake. I'm fresh out the kitchen with another one. We're going to do a game preview. The Chicago Bears going against the New York Giants. We're going to have to take it to NY this week. Before we jump into the preview, you know what I do right around this time. It's Fourth Quarter Boyz Sports. I'm the illustrious one, Professor Lake. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Chip. Be a fourth quarter boy for life, man, for life. Hit the notification bell. Let's jump right into the preview. Chicago Bears have been on a roll, and now it's time to take this act up to New York on the East Coast, where we're going to face the New York Giants, a team that has underperformed this year, but definitely a squad I think that the Bears will be able to take advantage of offensively and defensively. There are some glaring weaknesses that we're going to talk about. So when you look at the New York Giants offense, you're looking at a team that gained a little over 5,000 yards altogether. In the air, they've gained 34,079 yards and 20 touchdowns. On the ground, they're going about 3.9 yards a rush. And Saquon Barkley has been a guy they've been leaning on heavily. Eli Manning has had an inconsistent year this year. He's been up and down, but his numbers are right in the middle of the pack. Defensively, you're looking at a team that the Chicago Bears could take advantage of as well. They give up a lot of yards on the ground per carry as well as in the air. They do have some experience in the secondary, so I'm trying to wonder why they had so many letdowns. So, you know, Saquon Barkley has been a strength for the New York Giants overall this season. He's been the consistent guy that you've been able to go to, a steady producer game after game. He could catch the ball. He could run the ball out the backfield. That's been keeping defenses off balance. The linebackers just don't know what he's going to do, so it's going to be important for the Chicago Bears linebackers to pick up on some of the keys, some of the formations that the Giants like to use Saquon Barkley in, and how they like to use him in the passing game as well, just to get an idea of where Saquon may be going during each and every play. The other side of it is a very talented wide receiver we have, Odell Beckham Jr. He hasn't had the season that he might like to have, but he is a 1,000-yard receiver at this point. So Odell Beckham Jr. is another guy that you got to keep your eye on. I think the secondary will be able to temper some of his explosiveness, but he can make big plays. He has speed. He has the ability to run every route that's necessary. It's just a matter of Eli Manning being able to have the time to get him the ball. And therein lies the problems for the New York Giants. Will Eli Manning have the time to go downfield with the football? I think not. I think the Bears pass rush will be aggressive once again. I think that Eli Manning will be rattled in the pocket for the majority of the game, and they won't have time to go downfield. The key to stopping this New York Giants offense this week is being able to tackle on defense, not letting the players get yards after catch so much, but even in the running game, stopping Saquon Barkley at the line of scrimmage. Let's get penetration as a defensive line. Let's get through these gaps as linebackers and plug these holes up. The Bears are very capable of doing this, especially against the offensive line that has been rotating players in there pretty consistently throughout the season. The one bright spot has been Hernandez, the rookie out of UTEP, but Nate Solder is a guy that's been playing a little bit better, I hear, as well. In my opinion, I think that the Bears have what it takes to shut down the New York Giants offense. Again, the key to stopping the New York Giants offense is being able to apply pressure on Eli Manning so he can't look downfield. I'm thinking that Vic Fangio may play a lot of zone with his cornerbacks this game so that they will be able to read and react when the ball is in the air and maybe produce a couple more turnovers. But again, if we need to apply pressure on Eli Manning, if they decide to run the ball, we have to stop the running game. It's key. Turnovers is key. I don't think we'll need a lot of turnovers. I think the Giants will be a team that'll turn the ball over on downs a lot. We have to keep this offense bottled up. Now, offensively, for the Bears to win this game, you got to take a look at whether Mitchell Trubisky is going to be at the helm or will it be Chase Daniel. Either way it goes, I think the Bears are going to have to make a lot of improvements in the run game and being able to consistently get chunk yards out of Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen. I don't see the Giants linebackers really challenging our running backs that much, but I would like to see our offense get a better push and get some of these guys off the line of scrimmage again. Let's get these defensive linemen 2 to 3 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Another thing that the Bears have going for them is that the New York Giants aren't the greatest defense on third down, so I look to see whoever is at quarterback being able to continue drives and just take the life out the defense. Just take their will to fight a whole 60-minute game out of their mind state. In regards to the Bears, again, one of the bigger questions that need to be answered is who is going to be the starting quarterback when we go to New York. Is it going to be Chase Daniel? Is it going to be Mitchell Trubisky? And how will this affect New York's game plan for our offense? It was good for the Bears to get Chase Daniel out there to form some sort of chemistry with the receivers and the offensive line as well. So either way it goes, I just think that the offense for the Bears will be able to perform against this defense. And defensively, I see more of the same for the Chicago Bears. I see us coming out there, getting a great pass rush, dominating up front, and getting a couple turnovers. I know Odell Beckham's a pretty good wide receiver, but our cornerbacks and our safeties have proven to be able to put a ceiling on a lot of these talented wide receivers this 2018 season. It's going to be important for us to watch Saquon Barkley. How are the Giants going to be able to use him against the Chicago Bears? That's going to be a real nice matchup to watch between Roquan Smith and Saquon Barkley. Both rookies, both highly touted rookies out of great programs. I'm curious to see how Roquan could do against Saquon Barkley at the NFL level. I think that our secondary has enough talent, enough leadership, enough veteran wisdom to be able to shut down Odell Beckham. The Bears secondary will leave him and Eli Manning frustrated with where else to go with the football. It'd be great to see Nagy get the running game going, especially against a team that let go of Snacks Harrison. I think maybe that might be a weakness for the Giants at this point, but we'll find out on Sunday. Again, with the inconsistent play on offense, especially from the quarterback position for the Giants, I look for our defense to dominate as usual. I think our defense has a way of making offenses change their approach and identity through the duration of a game. So I'm looking to see how our defense attacks. And I think whatever we do to attack the New York Giants, I think is going to be a real stiff challenge for the Giants as opposed to it being for the Bears, especially coming off a break. A lot of times fans are a little nervous about our team coming back, playing off a break or a bye. We had a little break, but I think this was a good one. Some of the guys were able to heal up. They look a little bit more refreshed and ready to go. So I think that the New York Giants are about to run into a buzzsaw when they play Chicago at home. So with all that being said, I see the Chicago Bears taking this victory on the road 28-17. 28-17. I don't think that the Bears will be able to keep Saquon Barkley out the end zone all game. He is a good player, very talented. So I do look to see him getting into the end zone. I think the Giants are good for a drive or two. They're good for a drive or two. But I don't think they'll be able to bottle up the Chicago Bears offense. I think our offense is a little too potent. I think with Mitch Trubisky sitting a game out and looking at the game from the sidelines, I think he was able to gain a broader perspective about what is expected from him on a game-to-game basis. So I do expect, if he does play against the New York Giants, for us as fans to see an even more enhanced Mitchell Trubisky. So with that being said, again, I got the Bears winning this one 28-17. All right? So I'm going to end that right here. You know what time it is. It's Fourth Quarter Boys Sports. I'm the illustrious one, Professor Lake. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Chip. Be a fourth quarter boy for life, man. For life, man. Hit that notification bell for me. I'm going to check with y'all after the game. Holla at your boy. I'm done.
And this is, what a nail! As Jonathan Bostic just separated Mike Willie from the football.